Some of them are what you would expect, right? So too much too soon, trying to keep up with people when they're not hiking your pace. That can be tough, because you get groups of people and you get close, and then if their goals and their pace is just not aligning with yours, my thing for you to have planted in your brain is if they are outpacing you, you won't get to stay with them anyway, but you might have to go home because of it. So it's better to just let them go on and find new people than to have to go home, because either way you're probably not going to stick with those people if they're not hiking the same pace with you. And there's usually great people behind you too, so you'll end up with multiple trail families that way, which can sometimes be really fun. So that's an issue that gets people injured for sure. And then not taking 0 days tends to get people. So I always think it's nice to take a page out of endurance runners' training schedules when you're thinking about zeros, because someone training for a marathon, which is actually less volume than what you'd be doing on a thru hike, will take at least 1, if not 2 rest days a week, no matter what. And thru hiking, we're looking at maybe 1 a week, and sometimes looking at like 1 every 2 weeks, and that's just not that much. So I would encourage you to try to get at least 1 a week if you can swing it. And a Nero is not a rest day. Like a Nero is not a day off. And a town day where you still walk 5 miles to the grocery store and all around town is also not that great of a rest day. So, and sometimes these things have to happen, like logistics get in the way. You just need to be honest with yourself with where you're at, and that will help you stay out of injury territory, in the sense that if you got to town, you're planning just 1-0 and you're like, oh, Jesus, I don't feel rested. I walked 5 miles around town today on concrete and I'm tired and I was gonna hike out tomorrow. Like, if you can swing another 0 or maybe Nero out the next day, like really like just get to the trailhead. That might be a smart move in terms of making that next section successful. So you kind of have to have boundaries and be flexible, but be in your training. When you get to a day off in your training, pay attention to how you felt going into the day off and how you feel coming out of it, and that will help you be better at reading your body and when it needs these days off when you're on trail as well, because you're practicing it.